Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Aulia Putri Senjani. I'm from Skill Class 2. Here, I would like to explain about my professional reading project. First of all, I would like to explain about my mind map. In my mind map, there are 4 points about the characteristic of speaking performance, and there are fluency, accuracy. Students also need to know the pressure, intonation, and tone. And then there are factors that affect speech skills that need to be reviewed, like anxiety, self-confidence, and speaking performance. And there is group discussion. Group discussion is one alternative way to promote a speaking activity to avoid student boredom. Take an interesting topic in this way becomes a genuine reason for students to speak up and not to be afraid to make mistakes. And there are 2 learning models that can enhance students' ability to speak. There are SLM or storytelling learning model. With this model, students may express ideas and talk inside the classroom. And hand puppets. This model can encourage and support students' participation in various language activities. And in my mind map, there is also how to improve speaking skill. Speaking is one of the 4 macro skills necessary for effective communication in any language, particularly when speakers are not using their mother tongue. There are 6 teaching and learning methods that make students active in the learning and in the teaching and learning process. They are individual learning, pair learning, affective learning, collaborative learning, play learning, and cooperative learning. To enhance the ability to speak in the teacher class can do a variety of ways by emphasizing the quality of the book at the basic level, giving students time to practice speaking, and giving students phonetic exercise, and creating a friendly and non-stressful class, and factors that can enhance students' ability to speak outside of class by frequently listening to English materials such as listening to music, watching movies, listening to the radio, watching television program, and accessing multimedia websites. Next material, there are the initial idea and the final idea. My initial idea is about the mind map is talking about speaking English skills. What are some things that could rise speaking skills? Things that a teacher speaking in a classroom and various methods or the teaching model speaking skills. And the final idea, at my final idea, I found a lot of new knowledge that I could do in teaching to speak in front of the class, as well as things I can find important things to do by teachers and things that teachers should not do when teaching speaking skills in the classroom. There are also some effective teaching methods that I may be able to apply when teaching the speaking skills in the class. Now we move to chapter 2, summarizing the article. In article 1, this article discusses about increasing speaking skills in English from a student's perspective. The aims to learn English as a subject and as a language, textbook quality, and opportunity to learn English. This article also explains about the improving ability to speak, such as emphasize more on the quality of the book at a basic level, sufficient time given to speaking and student phonetics exercise, no lecture but provide a friendly environment, and making strategies that are practical and can be applied by the teacher for the students while speaking most of the time in English. Develop the courage and confidence of the students to ask questions from their teachers. No classroom is full of students. Providing awards and motivation for students. Media roles such as listening to CNN and BBC. Inclusion of FIFA votes in the examination system of various levels to check the competency of candidates. Current and constant teacher training. Organizing activities and equilibrium in the course of literature and language should be present to give students an opportunity to improve student language competence. According to the students' perspective, most of them complain that the teachers was not giving enough time to develop the ability to speak in the class. Some students were scolded by their teachers for speaking incorrectly in English. The students will not be able to speak in English class because of the fear of their teachers. Okay, now we move to article 2. This article discusses about enhancing the development of speaking skills for non-native speakers of English. There are a number of factors relating to speaking skills to be considered for effective English speaking performance, such as pronunciation, vocabulary, and collocations. Factors that enhance participant speaking include frequent listening to English materials, such as listening to music, watching movies, listening to the radio, and then watching television programs and accessing multimedia websites. Next, Article 3. This article discusses speaking terms, the importance of speaking, the characteristics of speaking performance, speaking problems, and in speaking, we must know many important components such as pronunciation, grammar, vocabulary, eloquence, and understanding. The characteristic of speaking skills are: the first characteristic of speaking performance is affluency. The second characteristic of speaking performance is accuracy. To speak English accurately, students must master the phonological rules, and they must know the various vowels and their pronunciations. Students also need to know the pressure, intonation, and tone. And speaking problems, the first problem that students encounter in class. The second problem is that learners complain that they can't remember anything to say and they don't have any motivation to express themselves. And the third problem in the speaking class is that the participation is very low. And the last problem related to the speaking ability is that when some learners share the same mother tongue, they try to use in the speaking class because it is very easy for them. And the next one is factor affecting speaking skills. The first one relating to performance condition like time pressure, planning, quality of performance, and amount of supports. And the second one, affective factors, listening skills, topical knowledge, and the last one is the feedback factors during speaking activities. Okay, now we move to article 4. This article discusses about improving student speaking skill using group discussion. It could be mentioned that speaking is an oral expression of the interactive process building meaning involving the psychological and grammatical and practical systems, the ability to work together in a set of turns to speak for information, and the idea. Discussion is the process of talking things over among two or more persons, preferably face to face. The key is to take an interesting topic. In this way becomes a genuine reason for students to speak up and not be afraid to make mistakes. Well, the next is Article 5. The purpose of the article is to improve student speaking skills through storytelling model. There are 6 teaching and learning methods which make students active in teaching and learning process. They are individual learning, pair learning, affective learning, collaboration learning, play learning, and cooperative learning. The author applies this model to improve students' speaking skills because with storytelling learning model, students can express their ideas or talk in the classroom. SLM is a storytelling learning process activity by students one by one based on the main topic in front of the class. SLM also has some steps and writer modified those steps to support his study. Those steps are: the teacher conveys the learning purpose, students will acquire the explanation towards the learning material, students will acquire the explanation toward the performance of storytelling model, and the teacher will request students to hear the example of a story, and the teacher will request all students to see how to tell story in front of the classroom, and the teacher will ask several questions for students' understanding toward learning material, and the teacher will give a test, and the last one is the teacher will evaluate to measure the success of learning process. Okay, we go on the last article, Article 6. This article discuss about improving student speaking skill and motivation by using hand puppets show media. The use of hand puppets can encourage and support the students' participation in many language activities, especially for the shy or apprehensive students, and also provides an opportunity for students' expression through the social aspect of communication. A hand puppet is a puppet controlled by hand. To play it, someone has to put their hands inside and move it with fingers. The advantage of using puppets as a media in teaching speaking are as follows. The students are being able to speak without feeling shy or insecure, to add variety through learning situation, to change the pace of lesson and maintain motivation, to increase students' communication and decrease the teacher's domination of the classroom, and to encourage students' participation and also remove the inhibition of those who feel intimidated by formal classroom situation. Well, the next chapter is the synthesis. Chani, 1998, stated that speaking is the process of making and sharing meaning by using verbal and nonverbal symbols in different contexts. According to Brown and Burns and Joyce, define speaking as an interactive process of making meaning that includes producing, receiving, and processing information. Factors that affect speech skills that need to be reviewed: anxiety, self-confidence, and then speaking performance. Group discussion may be an alternative to promoting a speaking activity to avoid student boredom. In a group discussion, students can help one another and they can practice what they will talk about. In student groups, having more opportunities to speak. The key is to take an interesting topic. In this way becomes a genuine reason for students to speak up and not be afraid to make mistakes. The next chapter is chapter 4, things I need to do more after this to have a stronger idea, and things I still lack. In my opinion, I was still lacking in my speaking ability, let alone speaking English in public. Sometimes I still have difficulty to controlling my nervousness in public speaking. As explained in one of the articles, practice of speaking takes time to prepare. Before speaking English, I was always prepared first. And in the study of the article, if teaching ability to speak was no intimidation and there is no tense situation, because based on my experience with a tense situation only made our memories disappear and made more nervous. And by reading the articles above, it has helped me to make good use of my speaking skills and to avoid the things that hinder us from speaking. And this is the last chapter, chapter 5, attachment. The first article, the author are Khan and Ali, published in 2010 with the title Improving the Speaking Ability in English, the Student's Perspective, and uploaded in the journal Elsevier, Procedia Social and Behavioral Science. And the second article, the author is Bonkit with the title Enhancing the Development of Speaking Skills for Non-Native Speaker of English. This article uploaded in the journal Elsevier, Procedia Social and Behavioral Science. And the third article, the author are Leong and Ahmadi, uploaded in journal International Journal of Research in English Education with the title An Analysis of Factor Influencing Learners' English Speaking Skill. This journal published in 2016. The fourth article, the author is Argawati, published in 2018 with the title Improving Student Speaking Skill Using Group Discussion, uploaded in Eltin Journal. And the fifth article, the author is Erviani, uploaded in Journal of English Language, Literature and Teaching with the title Improving the Second Semester Student Speaking Ability Through Storytelling Learning Model at English Study Program of Timor University, a classroom action research method. And the last article, the author are Fauza, Usman, and Muslim with the title Improving Students' Speaking Skill and Motivation by Using Hand Puppets using show media, uploaded in English Educational Journal in 2018. I think that's all for me. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.